In this video, we'll be covering the reflexive pronouns. So basically, reflexive pronouns are pronouns that reflect the subject or refer back to the subject. And I'm going to go ahead and list all the cases for reflexive pronouns, and then we can translate each one, and hopefully that'll clear things up. Okay, so it turns out that the singular and plural are the same. They use the same words. And there's actually no nominative, so I'm going to go ahead and put a dash right there. Genitive, dative, accusative, and ablative. Okay, so I'm going to put down Suey, Sibby, say, and say for the ablative. And so these pronouns can actually mean himself, herself, itself, or themselves, depending on what the subject is. So if the subject is a woman, then it would be herself. If it's multiple people, then it'll be themselves. So you can just use common sense to match the subject to the pronoun. And I'm going to go ahead and translate them right now. Translate them. So for the first one, I'll write out all the different pronouns. And then I'll just put a star or just one or two for the next one. So this can mean of herself, himself, itself, or themselves. And just for time's sake, I'll go ahead and I'll just put a blank to indicate any of these options. So the dative would be to blank, and of course the blank stands for herself, himself, itself, or themselves. An accusative is just the blank, but it will be the direct object, as usual. And finally, the ablative will be by, herself, himself, itself, or themself. So let me go ahead and make a line right in between them just to clear things up. And there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some sentences right now. Okay, so I'll make some English sentences. So I'll just say them verbally, but let's do the girl made herself coffee. So in this case, herself would be the indirect object. So if you're translating that into Latin, you would use the word sibi to show that she made it for herself. Because let me also list that it can be the indirect object, because all of these cases have the same uses that they usually do, but they're just translated, since they're pronouns, the actual noun itself will be translated as herself, himself, itself, or themselves. And of course, we don't have the nominative because the reflexive pronouns reflect on the subject. And you can't have something that reflects back to the subject because you already have a subject. Okay, so all you have to do now is memorize these pronouns and you should be good to go. And once you understand the concept of reflexive pronouns and know the pronouns themselves, there's really not much left to do. They're really easy to identify in sentences. So thank you for watching. That concludes the pronoun section. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any requests for videos, please feel free to email me or fill out the box in the contact section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.